or what your cuisine offers and what you're bringing to Washington. So
DBGB is basically a American tavern meets French bistro. Very modern take on a lot of the classics. We have everything from coq au vin to house-made sausages. We do a lot of things that are a little bit more American, like the fried chicken and everything bagel, smoked salmon. All of our things have French DNA, but they're tied into American roots. It's kind of a mix between the best of both worlds.
So when you say French DNA, is that a new phrase? I see something being passed around that looks very elegant.
That's the salmon mille-feuille. So it's actually a layered salmon with cream cheese, the pumpernickel toast, and it's finished with everything bagel seasoning. So it has fried garlic, shallot, poppy seeds, caraway, anything you would find on the everything bagel.
The everything bagel that we're familiar with from Chesapeake Bagels, or we have something similar to that in other places. Okay, so that do you have your own bakery capabilities there as well?
No, it's actually just the seasoning from the bagel. But we actually get all of our bread from Mark Furstenberg, Bread First, uptown. He's a very good friend of Danielle, and in my opinion, has some of the best bread in the country.
Has Danielle come down to visit since the restaurant opened?
Danielle actually left yesterday morning, and he'll be back at the beginning of next week. He has a young family that he's taking care of.
I understand that he's got numerous restaurants spread around, not only just the U.S., but also in other parts of the world.
We have 16 right now.
So one is in London, is there? I remember seeing.
We have one in London. We have one in Boston. We just opened. We have one in Singapore. We have 2 in Canada. One in Palm Beach. And I think that's about it, except for the ones in New York.
What was your original one?
I actually started at DB Bistro in Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan.
Okay, so do you miss it up there?
No, I kind of like taking a liking to DC. It's a little.
Have you?
It's a little bit better than New York was really fast-paced, and after 7 years, I needed to see something a little different.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate what we've got here now. Look at this beautiful architecture. If you like contemporary architecture, I think you probably appreciate this plaza. Does this remind you of anything that you've seen in New York or any other place you've been to?
You know, the courtyard like this doesn't exist in New York. So all the buildings are very close together. Real estate is very sought after. So seeing something like this, and having the ability to do these things outdoors is very good for us.
Okay, I'm going to ask you if we can move in real close and I just want to take a little taste and kind of give you my pedestrian thoughts on what you have here, because I've not tasted your food so far. Yes, don't forget the garnish, no matter what. Okay, great. So I'd like to ask you, yeah, please. And again, I assume that this is, when I look at this, I think of it as maybe white meat or something like that. But
it's pork belly.
That's what I thought,
so it's blended pork belly, and you see it has the truffle inside of it. And then the palm puree on the bottom is just an emulsified like potato, like mashed potato with butter and cream. That's the caramelized apples and onions on top, and a little bit of pork shoe.
Okay, so I can already tell by the aroma that it's going to be delicious.
I hope so.
This is a regular appetizer that you offer?
Yep, this is one of the dishes on the menu, as well as the salmon mille-feuille. It's just a smaller version of what we have. It's usually served in a whole link, a nice pile of palm puree, and the apples are tourneed around. This is just a little bit easier to eat for one person.
Okay, well I can see that people appreciate it so far. This almost looks like polenta to me when I first saw it.
Very creamy potatoes.
You tried this, I'm sure, on a regular basis, right?
I've eaten my fair share of this for sure. Oh yeah.
Okay. You don't look like you eat too much of it, so congratulations.
I eat a lot, but I do a lot of running around as well.
There you go.
I don't do a lot of eating, I do a lot of tasting.
Okay, needless to say, this is delicious. I highly recommend this. I want to ask you, what sort of bar do you have in there? Do you have drinks to complement this?
Yeah, we have a 15-seat marble bar in the front. It's all there's mirrors all around the front room. It looks very open. The windows like this are in the front as well, all decaled. We have about 8 specialty drinks at all time, plus wines by the glass, and we have an extensive wine list as well that's available by the bottle throughout the whole restaurant.
Indeed. Well, and also I wanted to ask you about the lettering or the literature that's written on the windows. That's a unique aspect. Is that something that Danielle thought of, or whose idea was that?
It's actually the same concept as we have up in New York. So if you look around, you'll see all the quotes from all the famous people. There's ones on the mirrors in the front.
Toulouse-Lautrec, no doubt, is there?
They're everyone from Ferran Adria to Homer Simpson have quotes up on the
Homer Simpson. Now, what profound things does Homer Simpson have to say?
It says, beer is the cause and the solution to all problems.
I think I've seen that somewhere.
It's
and Homer Simpson
right behind the bar as soon as you walk in. It was placed there specifically by some of the upper management. It's a fun quote. It's a fun atmosphere. It's not meant to be too taken too seriously.
So is this considered to be a bistro then, would you say? A bistro?
I would say it's a bistro.
Okay.
It's it has its roots in quickly prepared foods, things that are executed very efficiently, food that tastes good but has these strong French flavors, very deep flavors.
Okay, well, I want to thank you, Chef. I know you're very busy. Thanks for taking the time to speak with me, and we'll look forward to coming on down. You're open how many days a week?
7 days a week. Starting Wednesday, we'll be open for lunch and brunch as well as dinner.
I'm so glad to meet you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to trying a bit more of this, and I'm sure everyone is going to enjoy it tonight.
Amazing. Thank you.
See you soon. I launched a